Hello and welcome to another Sporty's Flight Sim review video. Today we are going to talk about Flight School in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Now this is a feature that was included in the previous program, Flight Sim 2020, but there have been a couple updates or a couple improvements in the newer program that I like, and I think it's going to be beneficial to unknown aviators who are going through using this program. So let's jump on in. All right, so here we are at the home screen, and you will find Flight School in the Activities tile on the home screen, and it's under Flight Training. So here we have different categories of what we want to better understand or get that digital training on. We have basic handling, takeoff and landing, VFR navigation, IFR navigation that I need to devote some more time to. We have helicopters, bush pilot flying, gliding course, F-18 maneuvers. I wouldn't call that flight training, but I'm not Maverick. And then introduction to airliners. So if we wanted to better understand a 737 MAX takeoff and landing, we do have the basics there. But for sake of general aviation, let's get into basic handling. And here are the different little lessons we can fly in the simulator. Sim controls, aircraft essentials, attitude, turns, power settings, maneuvers test. Each one gives you a nice little briefing of what's to be expected throughout the lesson, what you're going to focus on, and is a helpful kind of get prepared as you jump in. So enough about the layout of flight training. Let's go ahead and jump in and fly one of these lessons. So we are going to do the maneuver test. And as we are jumping into the aircraft, we'll get a little briefing from our digital instructor. You can read the text on the bottom of the page. And today we are going to work on some climbs, some descents, and some turns. They'll give us a highlight of what we need to focus on in our G1000. And our task at the moment is to descend from 6,000 feet down to 5,500 feet while holding 360 heading. So I'll slowly start pitching down. Let's start that descent.
While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed.
They give us call outs like reduce your throttle to avoid overspeeding. And really try and bring in that instructor feel of ways you can improve these maneuvers while you're flying them.
While descending,
so there's 5,500 feet. That was a bit aggressive on my end. There we go. And as you'll see, the mission steps on the top right of our screen will progress as we fly these maneuvers to the requested specifics. So now we are going to climb to 6,000 feet while making a turn to a southern heading. I'm going to aim for VY, which is about 75 in this aircraft. We're going to aim for 6,000 MSLs, our altitude, and then continue this turn for that southern heading. All right, we've reached 6,000, so I don't want to fly through that altitude. Lower the nose while continuing our turn.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
That part
Next
is complete.
Exercise. Maintain your heading of 180
Okay, now we're going to
degrees.
maintain a heading of 180 degrees, stay at 6,000 feet, but reduce our airspeed to 80 knots. So I'm slowly reducing throttle, trying to make sure our heading is 180, and altitude's getting a little high. Let's lower the nose. There's 80 knots.
That's good.
Add throttle to make sure we don't lose it.
Your speed was well managed, but your altitude needs to be more accurate. That was excellent.
Instructor is giving us compliments on flying the maneuver, and then we get a nice little review of how we did. And this is one of the improvements, I think, over the previous program, to get a little more granular in highlighting what were the criteria or what were we focused on throughout this maneuver that can get graded on. So I had a 84% on my descent, 94% on turn wall climbing, and then I got a 76 on the reducing power while maintaining heading and altitude. My altitude got high there, my heading got off by 3 or 4 degrees if I recall, and airspeed didn't drop as quick as I like. So I agree with those ratings, and this is just easy percentages to where you can try and improve on and in theory get better control of the aircraft, which is what does happen in real life training. So I think the training modules in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 are a great way for someone to better understand what an aircraft does in real life, understand the areas you focus on, the little things that contribute to a successful maneuver. And I think it's going to be a really great program for explaining to someone how to enjoy an aircraft and what it does in real life. We hope this video was helpful. We hope if you've got Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, you enjoy the training aspect included. We'll continue to create review videos, and we thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.